You know, I really don't understand the regressive left.
Well, that's because you're rational and reasonable. I mean, those are two huge character flaws, apparently.
For a more complete story of the beaver, why not contact the Canadian Wildlife Service in Ottawa?
So, a bit of disclosure, I'm a huge fan of MrRepzion. You should totally check out his channel, and I love his rants about theology and ideology. So when he posted this yesterday, I couldn't help but respond. Not because I only respect the guy, but, you know, I thought, hey, maybe if the stars align, he might see this video and might say hi, which would be really cool, but probably not. So take it away, MrRepzion.
I don't understand how you can make your big juicy Facebook posts about Christians not voting and not wanting rights for gay people to get married, thinking that someone who's gay is less of a person. And yet the moment you mention Islam, you defend it. Why would you even want to defend a religion that doesn't think that you deserve to have any rights or to be treated equally as an individual?
The most obvious answer is that while the regressive left on the whole is vocal and seems to be very engaged with these sorts of topics, they actually aren't interested in the details. What they are interested in is using these events as a way to further their own narrative and to reinforce their own ideology. That's why we have people who will defend Islam, but if you were to ask them anything about the subject, they wouldn't be able to give you an answer. For example, where is Mecca? What do Muslims do during the month of Ramadan? Or what is the penalty for being an apostate? So, what ideology are they using? Well, when we talk about the regressive left, we need to understand the way they view the world and the way they make decisions about certain things. And one of the pillars of this school of thought is that the more a person is seen to be oppressed, the more valid their opinion is. And likewise, those who are seen to be more privileged, the less valid their opinion is. And it's so hypocritical because these are the sorts of people who will, at a drop of a hat, call you a sexist or a racist. But then they'll turn right around and judge your opinions or viewpoints not on their merit, but based on your gender or your skin color.
You've never experienced oppression in your entire fucking life. Neither have I. You're fucking a white male. You're a white man.
And it's so ingrained that they will even censor themselves if they feel that they are lower on this oppression scale than others. Like, look at this lady talk about the Orlando shooting.
It is an emotional time for many of our communities, and the thing is that I'm not going to be talking specifically about any of these tragedies because I feel that the voices of the targeted communities of these terrible acts of aggression, violence, assault, their voices need to be heard more than mine.
So where do Muslims sit on this oppression scale? Well, pretty high. I mean, because they're not white, they're a very small minority, and they have different cultural attitudes. And as such, when some Muslims make comments about their religion, like Islam is a religion of peace, the regressive left will take these ideas on board without critically examining them. Now I can hear you saying, well, this is all well and dandy, but how does this contribute to these regressives not criticizing Islam? Well, if they do, they put themselves in a rather difficult position. It would mean that people who are reasonably high up on the oppression scale can in fact have the wrong opinion. And if that happens, the whole house of cards comes tumbling down, because then it wouldn't be enough for groups like Black Lives Matter to claim they're oppressed. They'd have to provide some real evidence to support their statements. And without their outrage to be used as a tool, they would have to defeat ideas using their knowledge about the subject, which has been shown time and time again that they simply cannot do. And that is because, in general, they're not interested in putting forth the work to investigate their ideas. They are only interested in the warm and fuzzy feelings they get from their unearned sense of moral superiority. To close, I'm going to take a small snippet from the end of MrRepzion's video where I think he explains my viewpoint on any ideology perfectly. Not just Islam, not just social justice warriors. Enjoy.
That type of behavior, although they're not acting upon it, that type of behavior, that type of ideological belief is damaging, is scary, is violent, is barbaric. And you and I have a responsibility to attack that, to criticize it, and show it for what it really is.
Due to the contentious nature of this argument, I will be watching the comments below and replying, so if you wanted to get in touch with me to disagree or just to say hi, now's the time. And once again, if you like my content, please be sure to share, subscribe, and like my stuff. It really helps me to keep pumping out these videos. Thanks and have a good day, eh?